Okay.
Hello and welcome to the final of the Billy Ross Skinner 2025. Here on your commentary, it's Paul Bollerman and me, Clare Bucknell, fresh from a very humbling semi-final loss, licking my wounds with some pudding, and taking to the court for the final this year, we have Simon Edmond and Ulla Petti at the service end, and at the receiving end we have Henry Stuttaford and Katie Leppard. Paul, how do you see this final shaping up?
Well, they've both had quite a good run coming into the final. Simon and Ulla have not been challenged much. Henry and Katie have had some rather closer matches, but especially in their group match, their last one versus Steve Brewerton and Elvira Campione was a 6-5 in the
Okay,
second
good to
set.
go. Right, we get the
So
balls
they've had
in.
a little bit more tennis to get into the tournament, but so far the lack of tennis hasn't really seemed to be bothering Simon and Ulla.
You can say
They've just
that
been
again.
Storming through.
Yep. I think we are looking at a close, tight match with some elite volleying and retrieving. I'm hoping we're going to get a tight, nail-biting three-setter, because there have been a few more one-sided contests this year.
You know who's serving first?
Yes, definitely. The other semi-final, Simon and Ulla versus Saskia, Bollerman, and Geytenbeek. Was also a quick one. It was 6-2, 6-2.
Yeah, also a quickie. Not quite as quick as ours, but yeah, also rapid.
So we'll see. With such tight groups, we expected the knockout to be tight, but then this happens.
But I think, you know, the best pairs in the competition, the two best pairs, are here in front of us. So I think we're in for a treat this afternoon.
So this is the final of the LRTA's Billy Ross Skinner Mixed Invitational Tournament, sponsored by the Deadness Foundation, Jesters and Paul Roget. At the service end, we have Simon Edmond and Ulla Petti. And at the receiving end, Henry Stuttaford and Katie Leppard. Best of 3 sets of level with 40 all games. First set, Simon to serve to Henry. Level. $15.
So Simon has been looking like the man to beat. He hasn't put a foot wrong. What kind of play do you think will work against him?
It's tricky to say because he's been like a gazelle, honestly, chasing down everything. Henry is the
15 all.
same, so I think the issue for both pairs will be how to spot a gap and then target that gap. Strong volleyers, of course, on both sides as well. So there's really very few places on the court where they can place the ball that isn't going to come back. You see how easily that both came back.
Lovely.
30-15.
Ulla coming out on top there narrowly in that volleying contest, but there's a few more of those to come.
30-15. $40-15.
How much do you think it's going to depend on serving in this particular match? Who's got the right end?
Well, as you said, there's not much room on the court to hit those winners.
30-40.
That is doubly true if you're on the receiving end. So I think it's going to be a big factor. I think we're not going to see many chases.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
whoever can find
there's one
1 and
immediately.
2. Change ends.
Commentator's
40-30.
curse, immediate chase from memory.
That's
But you
why
see
I'm in
how,
here.
yeah.
Whoever can find the trade chase at the right moment like that, they are going to have the edge.
But you see how good a shot that had to be to sneak past them. Chase 1 and 2 right in the corner. That, you know, to get past Simon.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be either 1 and 2.
40-30.
Bunch of hazards.
Receivers lead.
Or
Chase
hazards.
1 and 2.
And we'll see, obviously, the stats programs by Ben Geytenbeek.
Have been
Later.
superb, actually. Ben's control of the stats is remarkable. 1 and 2. Katie's taking that. Should she have? Leave that one.
Lost for chase. 40 all game points. Game to be servers. 1 game to love. First set.
And with a tidy volley from Katie, they seal the first game. Great get there.
Chase 3 yards.
So that's a good tactic. Make the volleyer go for it so that the back person doesn't, and then the volleyer hits a bit high.
Yeah.
Not sure we can call that a tactic, but it's
Well,
good.
I mean, definitely
15 love.
something to do, and making use of the main wall post to go behind the person at the gallery.
Yeah.
is gonna be-
Henry in particular loves that base. We'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah.
Great. 30 love.
Extremely well up there.
Straight. Change ends. 40 love. Chase 3.
So Katie starting very strongly here. No nerves, no hesitation. It may be an advantage having just come off that match.
Yeah. Although I don't think it matters for Katie. She will have the most steely nerves of any of them. Seasoned competitor.
A seasoned competitor, how
She's been in
rude.
many,
40 love
she's been in
receivers.
many
Chase
Billy Ross
3.
Skinner finals,
Very true.
semi-finals.
Yep, she knows her
won
way
it
around
once.
a BRS final, that's for sure.
Lost for Chase. 15-40.
Henry and Ulla both first debutantes in the Billy Ross.
No, Henry's played
Oh,
before.
Henry played last year?
Yep, he did.
Right.
This is Ulla's first year.
Game. 2 games to love.
He's
Receivers lead.
coasting
First
to the
set.
finals.
But here they find themselves under a small amount of pressure early on, possibly the first time that has been the case. So we'll see how they deal with it when they're slightly on the back foot. Early days, but slightly. It's well up, isn't it?
Over. Yeah.
And there's the early chase.
Chase per line.
Yeah, yeah.
Time, please.
Yeah, I think Katie and Henry benefiting from just have been on court. And being that bit warmer.
Swinging a bit more freely. You can get tight when you're sitting that dead on for a while.
15 love.
Although today the heaters could go on, so that's nice.
That was nice. It's a handy little serve there from Simon. Really tucking into the corner.
Yeah. Forcing Henry to
15 all.
forcing Henry to really watch the ball well. And he's off a little bit, so he can't quite attack it like he wants to.
Slightly off balance.
But so far Simon not capitalizing quite.
Stroke. 30-15. 1 chase. Change ends. 40-15. Chase
Smart
per
calling
line.
there, but Simon's shaking his head, looking at that nick. Where did the ball go?
Repeat.
$40-15 to the servers. Chase the line.
No, the tricky little ball. Great use of the net.
Yes. Finding a gap.
30-40.
The only gap on the court is the first gallery.
Chase seconds. Change ends.
It's really nicely played that. Sneaking in behind Katie.
40-30
Very
to the
nice.
new receivers.
See a bit more confidence coming up in Simon's game, which I think he's going to have to find very quickly.
Yep, the Iceman cometh. No, the tricky
more-
little...
Many thanks.
Service
Smart
point.
play.
40
Targeting
all.
those
Game
hazard
point.
galleries. Knows what he's doing. Is this a game for Simon and Ulla? Oh, nervy shot onto the roof. That was the best of us.
In. That's the game. 3 games to love.
Very handy.
First set.
It's one of those funny matches where the scoreline seems to suggest it's one-sided, but it very much does not feel that way. Games have been very tight, standards been high, the rest have been long.
Yes, with the 40 alls, it's
It's quite brutal, isn't
very
it?
brutal.
Cracking volleying from Ulla. A brick wall at the net.
Stroke.
Lovely shots.
I think they're getting into this, and they were unlucky in
Yeah.
that previous game.
I think if Simon can keep finding that low winning gallery wall, gonna have a good time. Well, I don't know about that. He might not have good, but he might at least
In.
be good. Can be fighting the dead on twice.
15 all.
Well out there.
Stroke. 30-15.
Right. Ulla trying to find a serve that works against Katie, and it's difficult.
Oh.
Katie's just
Her underarm twist is very good, but Katie likes a spinny serve. She doesn't like getting
does.
tucked up, but anything she can volley, I think she'll probably go in for this one. Yeah, there she goes. Well out from Katie in that corner.
great rest.
Right.
That's a great shot.
Fantastic rest.
I mean, the tricky thing here really is
30
finishing
all.
the point, and you can see that both sides are hitting shots that in previous matches would have won them the point, but they're just getting
Roll.
pinged back. And it's almost like you've got to hit a target and end the point that way, rather than rely on, you know, your shot not being returned.
Yes,
That's tennis.
there is tennis.
Stroke.
Rare swing and a miss.
40
from Henry.
30.
He's human.
Right.
Ouch, that statistic says a lot, doesn't it?
Game.
Great game.
One game to
win.
3.
Excellent.
important to get a
Yes.
good ball from the set.
Smile from Ulla on the board. Here we go.
Love, Sebers.
I mean, anything really that Simon hits off the timbre is going to come back, so he needs to sort of slide it down the timbre, doesn't he, rather than hitting it.
Missing the turn.
Last gallery.
Yeah, that's the verb I was
15
looking for.
love. Thirty love.
Beautiful backhand from Simon there.
That's going on the highlights reel.
Have to press the button for that. But I did.
Stroke. 15-30. One chase.
You can definitely feel a little shift in momentum, I think, can't you? Oh, no, not
Chase
that.
half a yard.
Again, cursed.
Ben Gems. Last
But
gallery
no,
half
you're
a yard.
right. It's just the
30-15.
momentum is 3
receive.
games in a row, so not 3 games in a row. To Simon and Ulla having something to say every game.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tight one, and they're going to have to call themselves back into it. It's not done yet. And, yeah, they're just finding a
30-15 receivers, last
from
gallery.
the service end. You see comment coming in, all the way from the Netherlands. Thank you, Lucy.
Lucy Dowsdecker, nice live expert commentators. Thank you, Lucy.
Chase half a yard.
Finding that hazard gallery. He's been doing that all tournament long. And
Yeah, I had to stand so far up and he was still getting his hazard galleries.
Lost the chase.
half a yard.
40-30.
Expertly played.
Games for
Nice
Sebers,
game.
4 games to 1.
And some minor frustration, I think, the other side. They know they've got to get down here, but as we said, getting a chase is not easy. Points won 18-13 though. It's not too one-sided, all to play for. Still early days.
15 love.
Katie has a very tricky lefty serve. It sort of functions as a railroad no matter how she hits it, and it usually nips in, and it's quite hard to volley.
Yeah, it's a funny one because it's almost
15 all.
she hits it like a lawn tennis serve, but it doesn't get any of the topspin.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really kick. It sort of it dies and clings to the
In
wall.
fact, it has a bit of backspin, so it slows down in ways that you don't quite
Yeah,
expect.
it's a very wicked serve, and yeah, similar to Sophie Downwriters. Call out to Sophie. Great shot there, finding that grill. First the match, I think.
15.
Yep, there we are.
Indeed correct.
Chase the door.
That's the way, isn't it?
That's good tennis. You see the color change a little bit of the color balance on the stream. It's due to the sun coming out a little bit and the camera being very confused at this day
Go.
and night.
30 all.
Nice return there from Ulla, pinning Henry back.
Second gallery, 2 chases.
Excellent.
The door and the
Essential,
second.
I would say.
30 all.
Very, very necessary. How's your bread pudding?
I've got a lovely bread and butter pudding. The catering here is amazing. Sarah Sullivan and Liz Fisher have done absolute marvels over the last few days, so shout out to them. Yeah, I've got a bread and butter pudding that I'm not allowed to eat because I'm not allowed to eat on the
30
stream.
all.
But you can
Chase
imagine
the
how nice it
door.
is.
I heard inside sources made from panettone.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the kind of inside knowledge you don't get everywhere. Just here.
that's gone up.
That's
That's a lovely shot from Katie. Beautiful shot. Gets a big round of applause deservedly.
40-30 receivers, second gallery.
Targeting those galleries didn't quite work.
Game receivers. 5 games.
unfortunate.
Another excellent long rest and a tight game. But we are now at 4 games to 1.
You can see the stats.
Oh, 5 games to 1, apologies.
5 games already.
Yeah, that is actually quite quick. It will be very interesting to
love.
see how Simon and Ulla respond, if they do respond, because they have not been on the back foot once during this tournament. They are used to being 5-1 up.
Yes. They're like the coddled child who learns to live on his own for the first time.
30 love.
I wonder if they want that hazard end, just to switch servers.
I think it's probably best.
It's not a bad thought at this point, is it? Because I don't think this...
15-30.
don't necessarily think this set's going to go their way.
No, and I think Ulla is struggling more with Katie's serve
Yeah.
than Katie's with Ulla's serve.
Agreed.
And Henry's serve is tricky, but it's not as much of a weapon as Simon's serve can be. So I think
Might be
a
time to
swap would be
switch.
very useful.
Well,
That's your-
psychologically, it's always a good idea, I think, isn't it?
Yes, I'll always switch, unless you're winning.
Well, up from Katie there, unless it was a hazard.
Out.
Great Great rest.
40-30 servers.
Once Simon gets a little bit of time, he can dictate that rest at play, but he just doesn't get it from Henry.
Yeah, or
And
Katie.
They just they take the ball quickly.
They take the ball early. They take it fast. They're cutting off his options. The same thing happened there. That's a lovely
Chase,
ball.
worse than a yard. Change ends.
For a chase.
Yep. Well, smart from Simon.
40-30
Maybe he is
receivers.
thinking that he might want that hazard out.
Thirty love.
Beautiful backhand.
We did.
Receivers lead 40-30. Worse than a yard.
Oh, and they've got a nice chase on their hands. What can Simon do with this? Good serve.
40 all.
First set point.
Chase 6. Change ends. 40 all.
All right, not following our advice, is he, Paul?
No, this would have been a tradition, a classic moment to just not return the serve.
Yep.
And swap immediately.
Yep.
Unless the opponent swaps.
I don't think this is the right play, personally, but let's see.
40 all.
I think he was
Chase
surprised. I
6.
think he wanted the game more than.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Anyway, still could be chase off, chase.
Yep.
Game to the servers.
Okay, but they've got another
2
chance.
games to 5. First set.
That's fine. I guess that's the true mark of a winner.
I wouldn't know. Lovely
Right.
volleying.
15 love.
I also think in this format with the 40 alls, it can go so quickly.
That's
So
weird.
even if you're 5-1 down, you can turn it around.
Yep, very true.
It's not.
As long as you're in the games every time, you absolutely can.
Chase worse than 4.
Do we think that was a lead?
Too loud.
No.
No, I think he's misread it. But
Yeah.
Katie has been finding ways around Simon.
She
Very
has.
impressive.
Yeah, really impressive, yeah.
She's
They were partnered up last year, so they do actually
Chase,
know each other's
4
games
yards.
relatively
2 chases.
well. This is what the Billy Ross does. It pits former friends against one another, makes them foes.
New servers.
and they'll never be friends again.
Nope, that's it.
Love servers.
So, two
Worse than
handy
4.
but beatable chases, worse than 4 and 4. Here comes Katie's vicious serve. There we go, yep.
30 love. Chase 4.
I think it really counters Ulla. She loves getting a pacey ball.
Yep.
Oh.
And,
They're quite slow and
Katie's
rolling.
serves, you have to put a lot into.
Yeah, that's exactly
generate,
it.
You generate all the pace yourself.
Double fault.
Well, that you
15,
generate.
Very
30.
kind.
That's a kind little present, little
Sweet
cadencia.
Katie.
That's a bit of a turn, but that might get, yep.
Last gallery. 15-30.
Yeah, they seem very. They seem to be doing very well. 1 or 2 points, but they just can't seem to
Chase, better
get
than
the
last.
momentum
2
on their side.
chases.
Yeah,
Simon
yeah.
and Ulla.
That's right.
15 for new receivers.
They just every time we think, oh, they're getting into the match now. Henry hits a beautiful dead on. Katie slips it past Simon. They're just doing everything right to stop them getting into it.
30-15 receivers lead. Last gallery.
And it's not been as explosive as you thought it would go.
Yeah, I think that's right, yeah,
It's been
yeah.
quite a sort of
A subtle, tactical,
a
slow burn.
demure kind of
A
match.
demure match. Well, as we said, very important who has the end. Ulla's back with the serve. Can they keep it? Last gallery to defend. Lovely volley there. Of course, Henry's there. Katie's got to take that. She does, behind the back. Very nice.
40-15.
It's really solid,
Better
isn't it?
From the last gallery.
Incredible, yeah, but Henry and Katie not doing much wrong.
Nope. So they've earned their second set point. with another chase. That's a right. Simon surely will finish this or try and find a way to. That's a really good choice.
40.
High on the timbre.
High on the timbre is a great
Hit
choice.
a high backhand volley.
Yep.
Nobody likes to do that.
Nope. No, they do
But
not.
he's not putting the pace on he was in other matches. Simon, he's.
But I wonder if that's a tactic because Henry likes pace.
I think it could be. I'm not sure it's working in his favour. When he's got the time, I think he should.
In.
And that's
Game.
it. That is
And
the first set.
6 games to 2.
Sealed with a loving dead on. 6-2. Now, they, unfortunately, do not have the choice, and I imagine Henry and Katie are going to stick.
Simon serving. Henry returning.
Yep.
Second set.
Right, so we will have to wait to potential third set for a serve receiver change.
15 love.
And Simon sticking with his demi-PK.
You see the stats coming up on the screen there. 27 to 20 points won, so it's closer than the scoreboard would have you believe. And in fact, Simon and Ulla have served far more points, but they have not been able to convert them. Excellent retrieving off the timbre there.
Stroke.
That's the crucial, that's the pace that
15 all.
Henry's generating and Simon isn't. It's just after, like in a long rest, will throw someone off. I think Henry's doing it very well.
That's a lovely retrieval.
Because Simon will retrieve a lot.
30,
You
15.
want to finish a point at some point, and you can only do that by putting on some pace. This is an interesting one. 44 points served to the servers.
You can happily win a match from the hazard end.
Yes, as you demonstrate.
Yes,
Service
as Martin
points.
and I have repeatedly
40, 15.
demonstrated.
A match earlier in the group stage was that they had served 60 points in total over the whole match, and they received 124 points.
Love a hazard.
Chase, more than a yard worse from the last. Change ends.
All right, now we got some stats on.
40, 15 to new receivers.
Henry and Katie, they just seem to be doing better at
In the targets, aren't they?
basically all metrics, except for points served.
But it doesn't seem to matter.
But they've been very effective on the serve sets. They've just been finding those targets. They've been.
Their chase
feeling
length is better. Average chase length a lot better.
40, 15
It's been
receivers.
such a quick set. It's been
More
difficult
than a yard worse from the last.
Nice to see the Estonian flag there next to Ulla's name. For sure, the Estonian #1, female and male. I imagine.
Am I all right?
Game. One game
We've
for
had an
us.
even more international competition this year than usual. Normally it's the English and the Dutch. This year we've had a Lithuanian player, Faustas Vilunas,
Who did very well, got to the semi-finals.
and
Stroke.
Estonian #1.
15 love.
Baltics represent.
The Baltics very well represented.
15 love.
And they get the first game.
Yeah, it's a nice start.
30
Beautiful
love.
serving.
I think this is going to make it very difficult for them. I think Ulla,
What, the not changing serve?
Ulla
Yeah,
is
agreed.
struggling too much with Katie's serve.
Ulla's a fantastic returner when
40
she has
love.
time, and you can see that those sort of balls are being punished. Just saying
Ball.
goodbye to Joe Thompson there, a veteran of the Billy Ross Skinner. Very well played, Joe. Nice to see you.
Game. One game all.
Quick game's a good game. Good game's a quick game. Lovely volley from Katie. Well back from
Straight.
Ulla. Beautiful. Quick
Love.
reactions. And how do you think Simon's been faring against Henry's serve? How do you think his returning is going compared to how it was earlier, the other matches?
15 all.
It's been all right, but he's been finding the changes on their game fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But he's not
30,
being
15.
as dangerous as he was.
I think that's right. He's not as dangerous.
He's not generating as much
Oh.
threat as in the other matches. You know, it's down to Henry's serve, or is he not quite in the match? I don't know. I think probably both.
Probably a combination of both.
Stroke.
But I think
30
if he
all.
can do what he's just doing, which is
Cut it down a bit more.
cut it,
Easier said
chip
than
it
done.
into the corner using the sidewall.
So it cuts behind.
Henry will have trouble generating the pace that he's using.
40,
so
30.
yeah, Simon does seem to.
It's the variety, maybe. Henry's got a lot of variety on his serve.
40 all. Game point.
Big point, as they say.
Chase, worse than
Great
2.
cut shot.
Change ends.
Excellent. Classic
point.
real tennis shot. For those listening, comments are very welcome. Please do chip in with your thoughts, your predictions. We would love to hear from you. And thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Lovely to support mixed doubles in particular.
Well said.
40 all. Game point. Worse than 2.
Worse than 2. So, what has Henry got to answer this worse than 2 short chase? I think that might be too long.
Off the chase fell 3. That's game to the servers. 2
All
games to
right.
1.
Good start here from Simon Ulla in set 2. I mean, the other point is, can Henry and Katie keep their level up? I mean, they've just played a very high-quality semi-final and a high-quality first set. How long can it last? Momentum does shift.
That's a good question. As I said before, I don't think Katie will have any problems maintaining her level quality.
Yeah. That's
30
nice.
love.
Nice length. Tucking up at the feet.
If the pressure comes a bit more, if Ulla and Simon put that bit much more depth or heaviness on the balls, interesting to see how Henry and Katie will respond.
Stroke. 15, 30.
I think this is heading for a 3-setter.
I hope so. We love a good 3-setter here at this tournament. Final last year was a
30 all.
6-5, 40 all in the final set. 5 all, 40 all. So we hope for another one of those. Lovely volleying. Don't let a ball go on the ground if you don't have to, eh? Oh, it's incredible, that. Incredible, that from
40,
Simon.
30.
Simon, that was tough. Yeah, targeting Katie a bit more. She's not giving him anything. But eventually, the handicap difference will
eventually
speak in
tell, yeah.
Simon's favour.
So this to go 3-1 up.
Hazard. Change ends. Hazard second gallery.
I think he's right to be
40, 30
trying,
to
you know, a bit more ambitious shots like that and going for his targets, because that is going to be the way to win this, to get around Henry in particular. Shut the point down.
Exactly. I think, and he wasn't going. I mean, it looked like he was going for a winning. But I think he was just.
Oh, you think he was going
trying
underneath?
to put it onto the winning gallery corner.
Yeah, also a great
40,
shot.
30
We'll
receivers.
see if you
Hazard
miss.
second gallery.
A lot of
Hazard.
different things. As long as you don't miss high, it's a good shot.
Fault.
Second serve.
Stroke. And the game.
So,
3 games to 1.
3-1 lead, eh?
Second set.
Great turnaround. And it's hard to say exactly what shifted. What do you think?
I think it's just that little bit of pressure. Simon not missing a few loose balls he was missing earlier.
True. Yeah, far fewer
Ulla
loose
doing
balls.
a little bit better on Katie's serve.
Or getting used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's received it before. Takes a while to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful rest.
Yep, straight into the highlight reels for that.
Stroke.
Lovely volley.
30 love.
Henry and Katie now right back in it. Didn't like that at all. It's a good gap. Great gap from Simon.
Stroke.
Oh,
40 love.
yeah.
Out.
But you want to
40.
get to that ball and take the stroke if you can, because they are so effective from this end and they don't want to concede it.
Yeah, definitely.
Could that have been Katie's?
Stroke.
It's a great shot.
Game. 2 games to
It was a
3.
very good game for Henry and Katie, and I think the difference now is that they were at the service end, whereas the previous 2 games they were receiving.
And they can just dial up the aggression, go for their targets a bit more.
50 love.
Still tricky. As she says, she's saying tell herself reset, which is exactly the right thing. That's a better return.
Stroke.
Lovely length on that one.
30 love.
Subtle.
$15.30.
A rare miss. She is human.
That serve just a little bit too short.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Much better.
40, 15.
I think she
So
heard
the
you.
balls have had a fair bit of play.
They're obviously of excellent quality. Thank you, James and John, goes that saying.
Great quality, but on Friday we had some problems with the court sweating.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the moisture came in.
Game
into the
service,
balls.
3 games all.
That was noticeable yesterday because it was difficult to put the balls away, and today they've been heating on the radiator, so we've tried. Most of the moisture is probably out of there, but it's still, you can tell
If
some
you
of the
love.
volleys, some of the bounces, especially on slow serves, it just dies that bit more. Tricky conditions for the players.
Tricky conditions. Well, it is back to 3-all. That was a quick game. Katie served very well there.
Out. 15 all.
Those are the loose balls that you don't want to. Forced errors, you have to cut them out.
30, 15.
I think Henry must be serving really well. I don't think Simon will make these errors
It's
otherwise.
a bit of a difficult serve to read.
It is.
Because he hits a few of them from the same position and the same sort of motion.
And yet they are different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a very short swing, so you can't
Well, that
really tell
Katie.
what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's rapid short swing. Lovely half volleying from Katie, but that's back from Ulla. Excellent, straight in the highlights reel. Lovely rest.
40, 15.
3 grills. Really good backhand corner retrieving from Ulla. It's not easy when the ball is coming at you.
Stroke.
Nice, I believe.
Game. 4 games to 3.
Henry's
Service
been
lead for second
clinical
set.
in his targeting
He
of
has.
that grill corner. He's been great.
Now, I think Simon and Ulla really need a chase at this point. I think that would really help to turn it around because right now they are getting punished.
Stroke.
Fantastic rest.
15
I mean, if you think about the amount of tennis all these players have played in the last few days and to have this high quality and this energy so late on the Sunday, it's excellent to see.
It is.
Fault.
Paul, if you were Simon and Ulla right now, what would you be telling yourself? What would you be trying to think tactically?
Like you said, I think getting to the service end is very important. Force yourself to keep going
Right.
with shots, even if you're not.
Yeah,
No.
don't be tentative, that's right.
And I did definitely, this is the moment, this is the game to raise your level. Gotta go for it.
Okay. So stroke. Sorry. 30-15
Found a
receivers.
nick, but Henry still
Managed to run into
magically
it.
got a racket to it.
Lovely volley, Katie.
Yeah.
30 all.
There's a lot of pace on those shots. Very difficult to control. I think you have to stop Henry from hitting the pace. Obviously, you don't hit on the roof, but you make him run, and he's not going to hit
Yeah, like that.
the pacey shot.
Yep.
So try and roast it past Katie, hit it where he's not.
40-30.
Anywhere he's got space, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Right,
loose
can they get
shots,
that
he's just
chase?
killing them.
Yep. Very clinical. Nothing wasted.
Oh. 40 all. Game points. Time, please.
As Liz said to me today, nothing's wasted where pigs live.
Chase better than
That's
a
the way to
yard.
do it,
Go
isn't
again.
it? What a time for chase better than a yard. What a turning point.
This could be
This could be
what they
big.
needed.
Could be exactly what they need. Because if this goes for all, you know, they're really going to feel.
Chase better than
That's
a
the way to
yard.
do it,
Go
isn't
again.
it? What a time for chase better.
40 all. Game point. Better than a yard.
Can Katie target that dead on?
Oh.
You know she can. And she will. It's just a matter of can they defend it.
Lost it held 2.
Ooh.
Game to the servers.
Good
the
game to
heartbeats
win.
racing there.
Yeah, yeah, mine went up.
All second set.
Right, they've got the end. It's 4 all. It is all to play for. It's a great volley. It's really well placed.
love.
Hopefully that will give her a bit of a confidence boost.
Yeah, that's what she needs.
Can be hard when you're the net player.
Very difficult. You're just watching
Watching other people play,
30
yeah.
love.
And then there's one critical ball and you just have to hit it.
It's well up. Simon there
40
targeting
love.
Katie very well. Has to be done. 40 love. Here's for 5-4.
Very good game to get like this. You
Absolutely.
can keep the service up as low as possible.
Oh, was that? It's great timber defence from Henry. Oh, almost a winning gallery. Oh, fantastic rest. So competitive.
15-40.
Couple more chances.
You just see that every hitting that shot down the line got Simon out of position,
Yeah.
and then he has to hit back and volley behind him.
Game to the servers. 5 games to 4. Second
Just
set.
missing that
Time,
timber.
please.
But that relentless grill corner targeting has paid off.
Alright, 5 games to 4. Second set.
We
final.
have a real match on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. That's an exceptional shot.
Great
15
post. Yeah, he was in
Was that
trouble
almost
there.
through his legs?
It wasn't through his legs, but it was he was out of position. It definitely bounced.
30 love.
It's a good tight serving from Ulla.
Chase. Worse for Mador.
There, the lucky break that
30 love.
Simon and Edmond had. Simon and Ulla had. now in Katie and Henry's favour.
But
Henry
you know,
hasn't hit the ball in about a game and a half.
no, that's true. They've really
40 love,
successfully kept away from him.
Worst
And
from
I
the door.
It's working, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Well, so far.
come on. Worst in the door. What is Henry going to serve? Sorry, what's Katie going to serve?
So
I know what
she's
serve.
gonna.
She's going to serve a short railroad.
She is. She's going to want to keep it as tight as possible because, of course, Ulla's objective here is going to be to slide it
40
into
love,
those later
receivers,
galleries.
Worst from the door.
If I were I would just go.
Swell out. That
15,
tells you that
40.
her competitive spirit is well and truly alive. That scream of rage. Another couple of chances for the set.
Stroke. 30, 40.
shots.
They need a
Immediate
chase.
pace
They
on the
need
timbre.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. If Ulla can keep this short, they're
Yep.
gonna be happy.
Shape. Worst
Oh,
from 2.
and again.
Change ends.
In the
40, 30 for the new service.
Henry did. Oh, was that? It's great timbre defence from Henry. Oh, almost a winning gallery.
Ooh, great
Oh,
grasp.
fantastic. In general.
It's better to go forward, but they still have 2 set points.
Oh, that's true. It is actually 2, yeah.
Worse than 2. Is this gonna be good enough?
In.
Oh!
A
Receivers
Katie
points.
classic.
Oh, Katie.
40 all.
40 all.
Point.
Another set point. Here we go. Will it be the set or 5 all? It's a good serve. It's a good length. Oh, gosh. No.
Stroke.
Oh,
And the game.
They've
5.
turned it all around, haven't they? From 40 love down.
Yeah, they were 2 inches away. I think, it was 10 centimeters away from the winning gallery.
Yeah.
They were 5 centimeters away from the grill.
It is a game of centimetres, but there you go. 5 all.
15 love.
This would be cruel if it was stolen away from them at this point, having done so well to get to 5.
They are still on the right end, though.
They are. But look at that dead on kill.
Henry has been, and Katie, but they've both been very.
Outs. 15 all.
But this is an important point to win.
Yep, certainly is.
30 love, you don't want to be.
Yep.
Simon can keep positive. Great pace. Hit that grill corner.
Chase the
Oh.
line.
The
15 all.
number of lines we've had in this
Wow.
match. Sneaky little chases. Good tennis, huh?
Good.
30, 15.
That's a corker, isn't it? So that's 6 dead on now, I think.
Yeah.
Just for Henry.
30 all.
Few
They're
sec-
tight, aren't they? They're nervous as well, Henry and
Yeah.
Katie. 5 all, 30 all. That's very well back.
Change
That's some
ends. 40,
classy
30.
tennis. Classy, elegant tennis from
They
Simon.
bring up another set point.
Oh,
This is an important point to win.
yep, certainly is.
30 love, you don't want to be.
Yep.
Simon can keep positive. Great pace. Hit that grill corner.
Chase the
Oh.
line.
All right, Katie. Henry serving.
To Simon.
Railroad, the first one we've
Oh.
seen. And a good one, too.
A very good railroad. Unbelievable get. Oh, we so nearly had that gallery. Oh!
5 all, 40 all. 6 points.
It's a set point. It's a match
Unfortunate.
point. Oh, my heart rate, Paul.
They
Not a railroad. I would have done another railroad if I were Henry. It was a great one. That was fantastic.
Second serve, 40 all 5-all.
Lovely return.
Game and the second set.
And it goes to 3 sets. The crowd and the dead-on is applauding. We are going to a
Final
traditional
set,
Billy
starting at 3 games all.
Ruskiner final third set,
Time, please.
starting at 3-all, as is traditional.
Okay. 3-all, Henry to serve to Simon. Deciding set.
No changes.
Yeah, no changes made, which is interesting, but I think at this point maybe I sort of understand it. They've got used to each other's serves. There's maybe not a huge amount to be gained. And potentially a lot to be lost from switching, you know, having to learn a new serve.
15 love.
You're right. I think because there's so few games to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to have your
You've got to get on the front foot rapidly.
best player starting. But
Yes.
throwing
15 all. Time, please. Strike.
It's a brilliant return.
30,
what you want to
15.
see. It's been missing for most of the match. He's
Wow.
not been having,
Brutal.
He's not been having the space to work with it. He requires
That's very
to
true,
hit
yeah.
that cut volley. And, he's
Great
had 3
return.
of them, I think.
Such a good gap from Ulla.
Strike.
Oh, lucky.
30 all.
Yeah.
Could be nip and tuck all the way, couldn't it, this one? We hope so.
Out.
That's the
40,
pace,
30 receivers.
This is- if you have that loose shot, you need to generate that pace.
Yeah.
And chase worse than 2.
Very
Again.
good opportunity here.
But to win a point,
40, 30 to the new service.
at least especially at this level.
So,
Good start.
Simon and Ulla slightly on the front foot. They've got 40-30 in a chase worse than 2. Often the way that the pair that gets this first game can run away with it, but not always. This is a sprint. The previous sets have been a marathon,
40,
but this
30
final
to
set
service,
really does feel
worse
like a
than
sprint.
2.
Who can get on that front foot and stay there? It's a great serve.
Out. Game.
Great
4
serve.
games to 3.
It's
Service
been
lead.
working
Deciding sets.
for Simon all match. Henry struggling to attack it when it doesn't hit the edge of the roof.
And particularly when he's got a short chase to beat.
Very difficult.
Lovely volley.
Strike.
That's more like the kind of shot we've seen from him. There's a lot more confidence,
15
better
love.
shot selection.
More like he's playing before.
Yep,
Ulla serving really well.
yep.
15 all.
Sign of confidence, though, to go for that kind of shot. It's not
think
necessarily
she
a bad
should.
thing. I think she should as well.
She's got the power to hit that into the base of the tambour.
She does. She does. Just timing. That's a
Chase
tricky one.
the
Oh,
door.
well done, Katie.
15 all.
Good tennis.
Thirty, 15.
Smart tennis there.
Still up.
Rare shot on the roof from Katie. We've barely seen any of those. Oh, unbelievable.
Strike.
Henry
Ten
really should have
games,
taken that hazard
40-15.
chase, shouldn't he? Should have.
Four.
It's tricky though in the moment.
Good reflexes for Simon.
Yep.
I think Henry. It's
Great shot.
when he's running. Yeah, I think in this case, unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad.
So they've got the serve back
40,
again.
15
Things
receivers.
can change very
Chase
quickly.
The door. Game receivers. 5 games to 3. Final
If you
sets.
told me this would happen half an hour ago, I would have been surprised. This is really an astonishing turnaround. Yeah, change it up a bit. That's what he's got to do, I think. Another line, yeah, yeah.
15 love.
Well, they're giving her very tough balls. Yeah, I think it's more they're forcing those errors from her.
Chase worse than 3. 2 chases. 15 love to the new servers. The line worse than 3.
What do Katie and Henry have to do now, do you think? What can they change up from the hazard end?
I think they have to.
Servers lead. 15 love. Chase the line.
They've got to win this point. This is the easier one to win.
They've got to win the point.
Yep.
Firstly, I think Simon before.
Yep.
Servers points.
Bravely taken from Ulla. Excellent coverage from
30
Simon.
love, worse than 3.
Now they've got a short chase. Will Ulla go back? Yes, she will. Now they're targeting Ulla down that side, but she's getting everything back so far.
Lost per chase per worse than 4.
Smart lead.
40 love.
And this throws up 3, possibly 4, can't tell, match points. And that is
15,
it.
40. Go again.
That's game, set, match. The Billy Roskina 2025
2, 6,
goes
6, 5,
to Simon
6,
Edmond
3.
and Ulla Petti. Ulla on her debut Billy Roskina in a fantastic, tight 3-set match. 2-6, 6-5, 6-3. Congratulations to all players.
This has been match to end it. First few games, the first set.
That last gallery one was
So,
4-3 us.
That was a great final. Well played, everyone.
As you can hear James saying that, it really was a fantastic final.
as always.
It's Hannah.
Simon
And we'll take the opportunity just to quickly say again, thank you so much to our sponsors, the Jesters, the Deadness Foundation.